to ISCD's last information session for the year. Thank you so much for taking the time out to come and join us and listen to us talk about these wonderful courses. I'm just going to wait a little bit until people log in their lunch break. In the meantime, why don't you let us know where you're tuning in from? I'm from Sydney, Australia. Where are you tuning in from? Just pop it in the chat box there. See who is here. Got quite a few people. It's great. Good. So I'm from Sydney. Just choose Canberra. Awesome. Just choose everyone as well, guys. So when you pop that where you're tuning in from, just choose everyone, not host and panelists. But we've got someone from Canberra. Thank you, amazing. Awesome. I'm tuning in from cloudy Sydney. Hopefully the nice weather where you are. Okay, got Melbourne. Awesome. Great. Okay, thanks, Hayley. Anyone else? All right, guys, we're going to make a start. So as I said, my name's Charlotte and I'm one of the student enrollment advisors here in Sydney. And I'd like to introduce you to Amanda, who's part of the ISCD team, and she'll be helping with any questions you may have on the live chat, and she'll be doing the Q&A at the end. Hi, Amanda.
Hi, Charlotte. Thank you so much. Just a bit of housekeeping. If everyone can change on the chat for everyone instead of host and panelists, so we can see all your messages, and we'll be doing a Q&A at the end. Thank you.
Great. Thanks, Amanda. See you at the end. All right. Before we start, in the spirit of reconciliation, ISCD acknowledges the traditional custodians of country throughout Australia and their connections to land, sea, and community. We pay our respect to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander people. So in today's presentation, I will firstly get Gabby, our Education Manager of ISCD, to show some types of assessment projects students create in the first subject of the course, design and colour. Before I do that though, I'm going to tell you a little bit about Gabby herself. Her passion for design stemmed from working as a project manager in the retail design sector. She decided to pursue a career in interior design and completed a Diploma of Arts in Interior Design and Decoration. Since graduating, she has worked in many design disciplines, including retail design and shop fitting, kitchen and bathroom, lighting, and more recently, property styling. 9 years ago, she started her own property styling business, Freestyle Interiors, based on the beautiful Mornington Peninsula. She is very honoured to share her knowledge and experience with students and watch as they grow into design professionals themselves. So, hi, Gabby.
Hi, Charlotte. How are you?
Good. How are you?
That's good. Yeah, well, thank you.
Good.
Hi,
All right,
everyone.
I'll let you, take it away.
Thank you very much. And thanks everybody for joining today's information session. We've got a really good turnout. So what I'm going to do today is run you through some of the amazing work that our students are doing in their first subject, which is called Design and Colour. So we start off here by going through the design brief. So what I wanted to do is just set the scene so you can understand what they have to do in their first assessment. So they're given a brief. It's a young professional couple and they've just purchased a character-filled Victorian terrace home in the Melbourne suburb of Brunswick. So we give you a real house with a real address. We want to keep it as realistic as we can. So as their designer, they would like you to consult with them on colour schemes for both the interior and exterior of the property. So one of the first things that we get you to do is prepare what's called a mood board. Now, some of you have probably heard of a mood board, maybe you haven't. So what a mood board is, it actually gives you your client an overall look and feel of what direction you're heading with your design intent. So it's not a final board in any means, it's more an idea, an aesthetic, or a mood board. Things that are included in mood boards are objects, textures, colour, some furniture, also lifestyle images. For example, this property is in Brunswick, so that's a very cafe sort of scene area. There's it's close to the city, in a city, and it's quite an artsy type area, so it's got that sort of feel to it. So that's what the students do, and they use a program called InDesign. So InDesign is something that you learn in your first subject, and we teach you how to do these amazing boards. And the good thing about InDesign is the compositional arrangement that you can see here. So everything's neatly placed, all the images fit nicely within the space, and that's something that you'll learn as you go. And these incredible boards are by our students. So if you just take a look at this is pretty amazing. Like, this is your first subject, and already people are producing work of this quality, so it's pretty exciting as a teacher to see this come through. And then the next slide here shows what's called concept boards. So you've done your mood boards, and that was in your first assessment. But then in the second assessment, we get you to do what's called concept boards. So this is like taking it to the next step. And this is where you're actually putting in things that you would suggest to the client. So, for example, Sarah here, she's got 2 rooms. We get you to do 3 rooms in the house, a hallway, a bedroom, and an ensuite off that bedroom. And as you can see here on her hallway and bedroom, she's put together what's called proportional colour palettes. So she's got the sort of amounts that you would have along here in this thin strip. So that's what's called a proportional colour palette. I don't want to get too technical because you learn all of that in the course, but the colours are there, the floor finishes are there. She's gone into quite a lot of detail and put some really good things that the client can see mixed in with not only the colour but also some of the furniture and finishings as well. Then we also get you in that assessment to do what's called a materials board. So the materials board is the hard finishes, so like the flooring, the tiles. So for instance, in the hall and entryway, you can see here there's door handles, there's flooring, tiles, paint colours. In the main bedroom, there's floorboards, patterned, that looks like wallpaper, paint colours. And then in the ensuite, you've got tapware, handles, tiles, and colours as well. So these all look great. And the way that Crystal's set these out, it's called a flat lay. So when you take the image of your material board, you do it from a sort of bird's eye view and take the shot looking down, and that's how it becomes what's called a flat lay. Which looks very impressive when you're presenting that to a client. But this is a really good way of showcasing all the things that are going to be put in the space together. So collectively, you've put all the materials and finishes in the one spot, so the client can see how it's going to cohesively gel together as a whole, if you like. And then that was all interior stuff. And then in the final assessment, we get you to do the exterior of the house. So it's a Victorian cottage. So we want to really get you to identify, well, what does that mean? What's a Victorian cottage? And that has many elements, being a period home. So we get you to identify those elements. And we also get you to do this really cool rendering in Photoshop. And here's a couple of students' work where they've done their final, one contemporary and one traditional colour scheme for the property. So you do go into a bit of detail and research and look into what are heritage colours, what a more contemporary style colour palette would look like. As you can see, looking at some of these, it's more a monochromatic style for the contemporaries. And then your more traditional blues and things like that are brought in with the traditional colour palettes. So again, this is Photoshop. You get to learn that obviously before you do this little project. And yeah, I think Photoshop's amazing, and it's one of those digital tools that you can use right throughout the course to render your drawings. So you'll get a lot of use out of Photoshop. Yeah. And that's sort of in a nutshell what happens. There's a lot more to it, but I just wanted to give you a bit of a brief overview of some of the really amazing work that you're producing from the get-go in Subject 1. It's pretty amazing.
It is indeed. Thank you so much for showcasing that, and they're such beautiful designs. So we'll have time to chat about these and ask Gabby some questions at the end of the session. So thanks, Gabby. Beautiful. See you later. All right, so now that we've had a good sense of what projects students create in the course, I will now talk to you about the interior design industry, the ethos behind ISCD, and give you details about our new courses. I'll be introducing you to our educators and what kind of industry connections that ISCD has. So from the statistics here, you can see that the interior design industry is booming. You can see from the numbers that there is a strong growth over the next 5 years. And this comes down to things like people working from home and wanting to design their office space and renovate their homes. Another growth area for interior design is the aged care sector, both from an interior design and decorating perspective. Also, other commercial spaces such as cafes, restaurants, and bars are in high demand. Interior designers are highly skilled and sought after professionals. From the data here, you'll see from the National Skills Commission that covering from 2021 to 2026, there suggests a very strong future growth for the industry of 19.1%. So over this period, the number of workers is likely to increase to 27,200, which is exciting. Now on to ISCD. So since we have opened our doors in 1983, we've helped over 5,700 alumni to realise their potential in the creative industry and in this growing industry as well. Because here at ISCD, we are dedicated to delivering quality training and an authentic online experience to help you achieve your goals. Now let's look at our new courses. Our curriculum includes 2 nationally accredited courses, the Diploma of Interior Design and the Certificate 4 in Interior Decoration. We also have our essential short courses as well as micro credentials, and they're all 100% online. These courses have been designed and developed with our creative technology collaborators, AIT, the Academy of Interactive Technology. So you can be really confident that you'll complete the most relevant interior design course in Australia today. Let's look a little bit about online study. So why study an interior design course online? Firstly, you get to use the latest digital design software to enhance visualization and communication. You develop adaptability skills, so you can adopt to new technologies and trends during your career. You learn to use or increase efficiency and productivity. And you also, in that proficiency in the latest tools, you'll have a better position for a wider range of career opportunities. Now, I just want to go through a little bit about the ethos behind ISCD. So firstly, we give you access to the latest professional software, which I'll go into a little bit more detail later. We also make sure your learning is interactive through responding to industry briefs. We encourage experimentation with tech tools. We endorse collaborative learning through discussion boards. Our educators offer mentorship and guidance, who are all practicing interior designers with their own businesses. We have ensured that all our learning materials use visual aids, pre-recorded recordings, for example, or online video tutorials. Our course content has been updated with the more focus on technology that is relevant to the interior designer today, developed with AIT. And lastly, we don't have any set class times. Instead, you study the course content in your own time, so you can manage your family and work commitments. Now onto the of interior design. So this exciting new course begins every Monday of the week. The course duration is 18 months, and we recommend 12 to 16 hours of study per week to complete the course. The price is $15,800, and this includes all the software. So the software is actually a value of $1,700. The payment options are upfront, study block by study block per month, or even using VSL, which is a government loan. The minimum age is 17 years old, and the only entry requirement that we need is a design ethos statement, which is a 300-word explanation of your passion for interior design. If you're applying via VSL, we'll just need some academic proof as well. And now I'll show you the study blocks. So we have 8 subjects altogether, and there are 2 subjects per study block with a 2-week break in between. Each subject is taken for 9 weeks, and there are 3 assessments, much like what Gabby showed. There are 3 assessments per subject. So altogether it's 18 months rather, of the whole course. The first 2 subjects can be taken as a standalone course called a micro credential, and I'll talk a little bit further about this later on. Now, if you're wondering, how can I get a job out of this? What kind of job opportunities? Well, a lot of our graduates have started their own businesses in interior design, such as Chantel Traficante, who owns Benikesh Designs, and Cara from the block. She owns her own business with her partner called Kyle and Cara. There are others working in related fields that they love. But a few options, or few outcomes rather, of this course is residential interior designer and decorator, residential and real estate stylist, and soft furnishing and color consultants. And you can see some creative works on these images here of student works. Now, onto our other accredited course is our Certificate 4 in Interior Decoration. Again, the intake is every Monday, and the course duration is 9 months. Again, the study commitment, 12 to 16 hours per week, and the price is $7,900. In this course, you will also learn about 3 to 4 types of software. So that's all included in the course, worth about $1,200. The payment options is full fee upfront or month-to-month installments using Easy Debit. And you can start at a younger age. So the minimum is 16 years old to start, and the entry requirement is just a 300-word design ethos statement. And if you're wondering what to include, we've got some prompts that can show you how to do it. And you can see the study blocks here. It's half the duration of the diploma course. So it's 9 months of 4 subjects with 2 study blocks, and there's a 2-week break in between. The subject is taken over 9 weeks, and there are 3 assessments for that. The first 2, as I said, can be taken as a standalone micro-credential. In terms of job outcomes, the Certificate 4 allows you to be an interior decorator, residential and real estate stylist, soft furnishing, or design color consultant. Now, onto the exciting part of these courses is the software. So the software that you'll get in the Certificate 4 course is Photoshop, InDesign, SketchUp, and Programmer. A little bit about Programmer. ISCD is the only school that actually offers Programmer as part of the course. And this program is the ultimate specification. It's used for project management. It allows you to organize everything from scheduling to quotes. So it's a really good software to learn. And all of this software is worth $1,200. So you're really getting worth your while. The software that you'll get in the diploma course is everything that you get in the Certificate 4 plus AutoCAD and SketchUp V-Ray, which is an add-on to SketchUp. It adds all the lighting elements and all the beautiful presentation skills that you can see in some of our student works. And all of that software is worth $1,700. So you don't need to pay any subscriptions apart from the course price. It's all included. Now, if you're thinking, I don't want to quite get into doing a full accredited course, I just want to dip my toe in there or just as a creative outlet, then we recommend doing one of our essential short courses. And they're for anyone looking to step into the world of design, be it color, styling, or surface design. So each one is aimed at giving you the basic foundation knowledge and skills in that specific field. We developed with our industry partners those courses to ensure that our students have the most up-to-date and relevant content. Firstly, our Styling Essentials short course. This is endorsed by Home Beautiful magazine, which includes inspiring, beautiful, and course-relevant content straight from the magazine. With a 95-year history, Home Beautiful is Australia's oldest homes title. Next, we have our Colour Essentials short course, and this is in partnership with Hames Paint. Hames Paint is a very respected Australian paint company born in Ballarat in 1935. The colour course will introduce you to the world of colour schemes and every amazing little detail to know about colour. And lastly, we have surface design, and this will allow you to learn more about drawing techniques and how to create a pattern using Illustrator. And these patterns can be used for curtains, cushion design, or even merchandising. So if you're interested, the short courses are 6 weeks long and they're done through open learning. You can enroll anytime, and once you pay for the course, the subscription opens for 6 weeks for you to do the course. The study commitment is 3 hours per week or 18 hours in total, and at the end you get a digital certificate. Altogether, it's $499. Even though it's not accredited, you can get a discount if you go into the Certificate 4 straight away. If you don't want to commit to the full Certificate 4 or the Diploma, we do have single units from the course called micro-credentials, as I mentioned earlier, and this is accredited, and you can use this as credits into the Diploma or the Certificate 4 course. We've got 2 available. We've got the Design and Colour and Design Practice, and these shorter courses are really great for anyone who's a practicing designer and wants to upskill, or if you just want to dip your toe in. And they are 9 weeks long with 3 assessments, and it's $1,990. We'll be developing some more micro-credentials, so just check our websites for some more updates there. Now, what also sets ISCD apart from other schools is that we have a lot of industry connections, as we really care about our students connecting to industry and getting job opportunities. We have about 20 industry connections, and these partnerships allow students to really get into the design world through, it could be a partnership such as internship through Bowerbird Interiors. We've had excursions in the past, and we've also had professional industry talks from Taubmans, from Dulux, and many more. The Bowerbird internship that I mentioned is for students who are in their final block or who have completed the Diploma course, and they can work with Bowerbird for 4 to 6 weeks on a part-time basis to get a really good sense of what it's like to work in the industry. And I can get Amanda to pop the link in there for more information. Now, you can see here our talented and dedicated educators. You can see Gabby there featured first, and they are active professionals in the industry with their own successful businesses. They have a deep passion for design, a wealth of first-hand experience, and the willingness to share and impart their knowledge. Their goal as your educators is to create an engaging and enriching study experience and give you all the tools necessary for you to succeed out in the design industry. And they're all on Instagram, so you can check them out there. So I know that was a lot of information. So if you have any questions, if you'd like to clarify anything, or if you want more information, me and Amanda are more than happy to help. These are our contact details. You can contact us via phone, text, or email. We also hold regular information sessions on a monthly basis, and our next session will be the 16th of January, where we will be inviting one of our graduates who will be showcasing some of their work, what they're up to in the industry, and what they thought of ISCD. So if you'd like to come along, it's on our website, but also you can click the QR code and join us for that session. If you've decided that this is definitely what you want to do, it's a really easy process to enroll online. Just go on our website, iscd.edu.au, or you can scan the QR code. Just remember, we've got intakes every week, so there's plenty of chance to enroll. The last intake we'll have is the 18th of December, for a Christmas break, and then we'll be back in the second week of January. So another really great thing to do is just follow us on social media. So we are everywhere, from Facebook rather, Instagram, Pinterest, and LinkedIn. We've got beautiful student works. We've got a design ethics newsletter that you can join if you join our mailing list. So yeah, hopefully see you there. Now I'm going to ask Amanda and Gabby to come back on for question time. So I'm sure you've got lots of questions. I see a couple in the chat there. So how did it go, Amanda? Is it busy?
Thanks, Charlotte. We actually have a very quiet audience today. If you have any questions, please ask them now. This is the time to do it. We have one question from Mel Mackenzie regards to computer requirements. So I guess, Gabby, if you could explain a little bit of how it works to do all this beautiful work from home and what the students need as well.
Yeah, sure. Thanks, Amanda. Yeah, thanks for that question, Mel. It's a really important one, actually, because you want to be prepared before you start with all the right technology. So your computer, whether you're going to use a laptop or a PC, that's really, first of all, what will you be using? What I suggest you do is go to our website. There is a section called FAQs, for the frequently asked questions. And on there, the question says, what are the computer requirements? And we have a PDF sheet for you to download, and it shows you everything that you need, from your graphic cards to what makes and models of computers we recommend. It's a guide, but it certainly gives you enough information for you to go off and speak to your IT guru or someone that you trust. And yeah, it is important though that you've got enough memory, a good graphics card, and that sort of thing, so it can hold all these programs and not crash and go a bit clunky as you're working away.
Yeah, thank you, Gabby. And if for whatever reason you don't find on the website, feel free to ask Charlotte and I. We can email you this PDF with all the information. Yeah, we're actually getting some questions. Yay, that's lovely. We have one from Lynn Brown. She was asking how valuable is a diploma compared to a bachelor or master's degree, and if it is easy to get the job you would apply for within the industry with a diploma. I think Gabby would probably be good to explain a bit of the difference.
Yeah. Hi, Lynn. Yeah, so there is a difference, of course. The diploma is vocational learning, so it's through the vet sector, compared to a bachelor, which is higher ed. So I think from a practical perspective, vocational education is hands-on, job ready. We set you out to start work, even before you've finished, people are working. So from that perspective, I think it's really good. If you're more interested in the deeper side of design or interiors or interior architecture, then higher ed might be your thing. But for somebody that wants to get a job in industry, not have to spend 4 years to get their qualification and hit the ground running, the diploma is definitely the way to go.
Yeah. Thank you, Gabby. Lovely. We have a question from Haley Ken as well. For the software that comes with the certificate and diploma, is this a software that's a yearly subscription, or is this something that is purchased once and you will have ongoing access after the course? So I think Gabby as well, if you can explain. Oh, Gabby.
Well, what happens in the course is you are enrolled. Each time you're enrolled where a subject has software, the student is automatically enrolled through our software support team. So you don't have to worry about licenses, subscriptions. You don't have to do any of that. All the work is done for you in-house. So for a software license such as SketchUp, our software support team will set you up. So it just takes all that hassle out of having to apply, subscribe, check, when's it going to run out. it's guaranteed throughout your whole course duration that you'll have those programs. And then beyond, like with Programmer, you'll get the opportunity after you've finished to get a discount if you want to create your own Programmer account once you've graduated from us. So that's really good. You can keep going with the software, and they do offer graduate discounts.
And just to add on that all the software you use as an interior designer, so it's kind of like your toolkit, isn't it, that you invest in and use forever. So
yeah.
Yeah, great. Thank you both. We also have another question from Jordan. Is there the ability for time extensions on the course or individual subjects? For example, I'd like to start now, but I'm expecting a baby next year. So just wanted to know if there's any flexibility. I think Charlotte can actually explain a bit of how it works.
It depends on the course itself. So the short course, that's a 6-week subscription. So there's a little bit hard to stop midway. But definitely with the accredited courses, we've had people who've either been really sick or had to go overseas or have had a baby. Congratulations, by the way. So we can definitely give extensions, or you can withdraw from the course and you can come back when you're ready, a few months later. Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, perfect. Thanks, Charlotte. Congrats on the baby. We have another question in the Q&A chat, actually. Just wanted to clarify, we need to do an ETA statement to enroll in the diploma or certificate. Yes, I think, Charlotte, if you want to just explain about the ETA statement. I know you mentioned before, but...
Yes. The ethos statement, so it's basically describing your passion for interior design. So we've got some prompt statements that we send to you, and you just need to respond to those. It's just a simple Word document. We're not looking strictly at your grammar or anything like that, and so don't worry too much. Did I answer the question?
Yeah, that's it. I think they just wanted to understand how it works. We just really want to make sure you're a human being that likes design and is committed to the course. So if you have any questions as well, you want to just double check with us, feel free to send it your statement. We can have a look. So we have another question from Haley. Regards to the micro credentials, you mentioned the credits were transferable towards the diploma. Does this make the diploma cheaper? Also, if you're studying partway through, so I guess if you're doing the micro credential, and Charlotte can help me with that as well, you will be paying for the micro, and then once you're doing the diploma, you will have that subject removed from your offer letter, so you're not paying twice. So it would be cheaper.
You'll pay difference. It does actually work out better to enroll into the full diploma because it includes the software. The micro credential doesn't actually include the software. So, but it's up to you. So, there's a slight difference in price. Yeah,
that's just actually a very important thing to mention. You would be paying slightly a little bit more because you have to pay for the software and the standalone subject. But if you want to start and see how it goes, it's a good chance to get to see the course and ISCD as well. So next question, we have a question from May. I organized some questions below. I hope it's not too much. That's okay. How does the online module work? Are they all accessible, or are they like locked until we finish the one before? So Gabby, probably good to explain how this works.
Hi, May. So how it works is your first subject you get access and you enroll in. And in a block you get 2. So you would do your first one, and then 9 weeks later you would go into your next one. So you don't get 2 subjects open at the same time, no. They're gradually opened as you finish that duration. So after 9 weeks, you would get access to the next one. And then that's your 18 weeks of a block. Then you get 2 weeks break. Or if you're falling behind and you need some time to catch up, well, then you've got that 2 weeks break as well. And then you'll start your next block. And then that's another 9 weeks for that one. And then you'll get the next one enrolled in there, and so forth. Yeah.
Thank you, Gabby.
And just to add on, actually, you can fast track, can't you, Gabby? So if you dedicate a bit more time during the week, you can finish the subject a bit sooner, and then you can get access to the next one. Is that right?
Yeah, look, most people, we don't have many fast trackers.
Yeah.
There was a fast tracker, then fantastic. Yeah, you just need to let us know, and then we can work it out for you. Yeah.
Yeah, perfect. And also from May, do we do group presentations in the course? Is that like some part of the subjects, Gabby?
So as far as collaborative group presentations, no, not so much, because it's online and it's at, everyone's working at different paces, and some people work during the day, and it's a bit tricky. So you do presentations though, plenty of them, but you'll be doing them recorded, and you will have faux clients where you might get mum, dad, brother, sister to act as your client for feedback. So there is a little bit of that collaboration still in there, but your discussion boards, you're constantly every day back and forwards with your peers as well.
Yeah, it's lovely. And Gabby, how much does this course prepare students for commercial design? This is from May as well.
Yeah, great question. So commercial design is an actual subject we teach. It's subject 7. So we take you through all the fundamentals of commercial design. We also touch on commercial colour in subject 1. So we will be running you through all of that as well. But it is a really important discipline in the design industry, commercial, right through from retail to restaurants, bars, cafes, all those sorts of things, offices. It's a big part of interior design. Aged care, that's becoming quite a big industry as well. So, yep, we definitely focus on commercial. Yep.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. May I also ask which units use 3D modeling V-Ray, and what sort of help do you get for those complicated softwares?
Yep, so you start using V-Ray in technology integrated design. So it's only in the diploma, it's not in the Cert 4. And we are all trained in the software, so we will be there to assist you if you have any issues with it. We also give you really up-to-date training videos for support. And yeah, SketchUp is actually a really well-established business. So there's heaps of material out there. There's sometimes you think there's too much choice. So, we do step-by-step instructions in our courses. So we take you through, you do activities that relate to things. We try and build up your assessments through activities as well, so that it's all scaffolded, your learning. So yeah, that helps. Yeah.
Yeah, amazing. And on that note as well, May was asking, which is more industry standard, SketchUp, V-Ray, or Lumion?
Oh, look, it's a hard one, because some people prefer Lumion, Enscape, V-Ray. There's a gamut of different plugins that people use. So we've decided to go with V-Ray. We think that that's best suited with what we teach. We'll see how that goes first. It might pivot and change. Time will tell. But for now, V-Ray's the one that we've selected to teach our students. And you can take it as far as you like or as little as you want. But it's really good for lighting, creating lighting effects, and your rendering. So yeah.
Yeah. On that same note, we do have another question about the difference between V-Ray Ketchup and V-Ray Blender and V-Ray 3D Max.
Yeah, so I know that AIT, our partner school, uses Blender and 3ds Max. We don't use any of those, but we just want to introduce you to a small part of V-Ray in the rendering model. And then we think that it's sort of beyond that, the capabilities are obviously up to you, but we'll give you a taste of it. And then if you like it, then yeah, you kind of see that progress if that's your way. Some people are so tech savvy, it's incredible. One of our students, she she took it further and went and taught herself how to really extend her skills in V-Ray, and she's just doing all of her renderings in there now. She's doing heaps of projects using V-Ray, which is amazing. So yeah, the 3ds Max and the Blender, yeah, that's something that we'd encourage you to do outside of the course.
Yeah.
And just to add on, so we do have a sister school, AIT, and we've got a 3D animation course you could do, a diploma or a bachelor, which does actually cover Blender and that other V-Ray Max, was it? So yeah, I can post that in there so you can have a little look. Okay.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you, Gabby. Thank you, Charlotte. You're welcome, Jordan, Haley. Thanks for your questions. We do have one more question, actually two more. One from Meg. Do you have lifetime access to course content online? Charlotte or Gabby, which one would you know this answer?
I think it's only while the course, so the diploma is 18 months, you don't have lifetime access. But I'd say that if you wanted to keep some of it, you just take notes, you can download PDFs. Is that right, Gabby? You can
Yeah, spot on. So, due to privacy reasons and intellectual property, we can't give you access for lifetime, but we do give you a gap of 2 weeks window where we encourage you to upload everything that you've done if you haven't already and save all your work. Definitely, yeah, that's how it works when you're off. We call it offboarding, when you're finished and you're getting all your certificates and diplomas.
Yeah, amazing. A lot of the course content that you're learning and you're doing, you're going to use for your own portfolio as well, right? So this is what you're going to present once you complete your course and go to job interviews or opening your own business. So yes, we have one more question on the Q&A. If I enroll into diploma, certificate and decide the course isn't for me, what's the refund policy? Charlotte, would you like to just explain how census date works?
Yeah, so the census date for the diploma course is 4 weeks after the enrollment date. So it's the Friday 4 weeks after you enroll. So with the certificate 4, I'll double check that one. I think it's a little bit sooner than that, but I'll get back to you. But yeah, if you're interested in the diploma, we do have a census date. So you've got essentially 4 weeks to trial it out and then, see how you go. And then, yeah, if you withdraw before then, you won't get a penalty.
Perfect, thank you. And also one more question from me, Charlotte, I think you can explain how that works as well. If we are accredited by the Australian Design Institute, yes, we are.
Yes, we are. And it's, nationally and internationally accredited. So you can travel overseas and still work as a designer. Yeah.
Thank you. Do we have any more questions, any final questions that you'd like to know? That's your chance to ask. Thank you everyone that asked so many questions as well. I appreciate it. We always love a good busy live chat. But yeah, I think everyone is ready to go have lunch or go back to work if that's the case.
Last minute questions, anybody?
If you have any further questions or you want to have a chat, feel free to reach out to Charlotte or me, and we can have a chat and explain anything that you would like to know. But thank you so much for everyone that asked so many questions today.
Yeah, we appreciate it. So we'll follow up with anything that we couldn't answer on the chat here. But otherwise, have a wonderful rest of the afternoon, everyone. And thanks so much for joining us. And have a wonderful Christmas if we don't meet. We'll be back next year, early January, for our next info session. Thank you.
Bye.
See you guys. Bye.